Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to history class. Today we are going to discuss the topic region and empire. Okay, so before moving to the topic, I will remind you what we have learned in the previous classes. In the starting of the medieval period, so many forest dwellers cleared the forest and they started agriculture. Then they were started their group living. You all know that, right? Then they were turned into different groups based on jadis. The people were differentiated on the basis of wealth. This was what we have learned in the last class. Today we are going to the next topic, region and empire. Before going to the topic, we should know what is a region and what is an empire. Okay, so what is a region? In simple words, region means an area or a part of a country. An area. It is region means an area or part of a country. And what is empire? Empire is the group of regions. These regions are grouped together and ruled by, owned and ruled by a ruler. So, region means an area or part of a country. And one or two regions together controlled by a ruler. Maybe it's a king or any other rulers. The whole area will be owned and controlled by a ruler. It is called empire. It is almost like kingdoms. Kingdom means ruled by a king. That is ruled by a ruler. So, the region is an area and two or three areas will be or two or three regions will be owned and controlled by a ruler is called empire. Is it clear now? So, empire is almost like a kingdom. There will be a king or there will be a ruler. It is empire. The medieval period was a period of many rulers and many dynasties. Dynasty is the same meaning of the empire. Many rulers came over that period, such as Cholas, Tughlaqs and Mughals. Don't worry on these words as you are new to these words. We will discuss these in our next chapters. So, now you have to just hear what the background of the India, okay, in the medieval period. This is only for an introduction. You have to just keep it in the mind. There were many dynasties in the medieval period. There were many dynasties, many kingdoms. They came to India and they were conquering the places. Conquering means holding by power. Okay, they were fighted and conquered the places, many regions of India. They ruled there. Okay, so medieval period was the period of many kingdoms and many dynasties. How do we get to know about them? How do we get to know about these people? We have studied that historians used inscriptions, manuscripts and coins and such things for studying the past, right? How do we get knowledge about the old rulers? It is from Prashastis. It is from Prashasti. Prashasti is the writings. Okay, it is the writing about a king or a ruler. It is written in Sanskrit. Have you heard about the language Sanskrit? Sanskrit is not a regional language. It is the language of India. Okay. And the Prashastis were written in Sanskrit by the persons who were praising the king. For praising the king, they were written Prashastis in the form of poems or stories. Okay, what were Prashasti? Prashasti is the writings about the kings, about the rulers. So Prashastis are the writings about the rulers, the praisings, okay, the praisings about the rulers in Sanskrit in the form of poems or stories. So the successful stories of that rulers were written in Prashastis, and the old books. These are the sources that give us the information about the Mughals and Cholas, Tughlaqs, whatever it is. You may heard about Shah Jahan, Babur and Aurangzeb. You may heard about many rulers in the past. These all rulers were ruled in the medieval period. Okay. Occasionally, dynasties built a empire that was pan-regional. What do you mean by pan-regional? Pan-regional means full regions. Okay, they were controlling all over the India. Only Kerala and their nearer places were omitted because there were cheras. You have studied about cheras in the 6th standard, right? So only those areas were omitted. But except that area, all the other parts of India were controlled by these dynasties, different dynasties. One thing we have to remember that these dynasties or these empires were not equally successful or stable. Power is not permanent. That is the word we have to use here. The power was changed over time with different empires. There were many dynasties in the medieval period. That is the only thing you have to remember in this topic. So, catch you in the next class with a new topic. Thank you.